What's up? What's up? How we doing, everybody? What's going on? Yeah, I'm glad y'all able to come through. This Josh from KeepItTechie. I'm be doing something a little bit different. I just wanted to, kind of put myself out there and let people ask me anything, whether it's tech related or Linux related. And I was also going to look at opening the panel just to do something a little different, and invite people up to come through and, talk if you want to, talk about tech, talk about anything, tech related, as much as possible. What I'm saying? I want to kind of keep it there, what I'm saying, not go into anything, outrageous or whatever. But one of the things that I want to do though, before I actually kind of open it up, and first off, shout out Sir Obadiah. I appreciate you sharing the stream. I definitely appreciate it. Citizen Lou, I see you in the building. Salute, man. What's up? And game over. Good to see you in the building as well. So one thing I wanted to kind of show you guys, and shout out to my lovely wife, lovely angel lady. Good to see you in the building as well. But one thing I wanted to show you guys was, I've talked about this multiple times on my channel. I've stated that I've worked overseas. I've done a lot of contracting work. I've also, worked for a lot of government, companies or companies that had government contracts, and excuse me. And so I just wanted to share with you guys. A lot of people have asked about, the if I had like a list of all these types of companies that are out here that'll allow you to apply. You know what I'm saying? And I've kind of been vague on it and gave people, not vague, but I mainly gave people like clearancejobs.com. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go into any detail on the list of, hundreds of companies out here that are actually hiring people to get into tech in contracting roles, DOD, Department of Energy, all these different, places that are hiring. They have a whole bunch of tech jobs that most people don't bring up, and I just kind of wanted to bring it up for that reason. You know what I'm saying? And also, show some of these companies. Now I have a list that I received a long time ago of, and it's relevant to this day. It's a list that I've used since uh, for a very long time. Let me just say that. And actually, let me remove the person's name who sent it to me. This file needs to be saved. Okay, save it. All right, cool. Save. So I didn't want to put the person's name out there who actually gave this to me. And I actually have it in a Word document on my Google Drive. But this list actually came out in 2011. So let me go down and pull it up. I got to switch screens. And let me pop out this chat right fast so I can make sure I acknowledge everyone that comes in. I try to acknowledge everybody that comes through. You know what I'm saying? I tend to have a very small crowd, but we gonna make it do what it do with the amount of people that we got here. If you guys are interested in, going to different countries and working in the tech field, on government contracts. So I see a couple more people coming in. JM, good to see you. He says, sup, bro. I'm starting my Linux journey by studying and taking a Linux Essential certification from the Linux Institute. Is that a good path? Yes, it is. It actually is. That's a excellent course based on what I remember. It's no certification associated with that one, but well, hold on. Is it? Well, you get a certificate at the end, I believe, from what I remember. Because I believe I took that course a long time ago, just playing around with it. But where you want to go as far as Linux certifications is the Linux Foundation as well as Red Hat. But since you just learning, you know what I'm saying, you starting it, you know what I'm saying, that's a good place to start. Understanding the essentials of Linux. So Shout out to you though for that, man, putting that out there. But AM1, salute, bro. He says, do you know anything about privacy phones? De-Googled phones. Yes, I actually do, man. I'm glad you brought that up. I have a video that I've been putting off, but I need to hop into it and actually do it. I actually have a Linux phone, but there are some privacy phones out there, and the one that I have, I'm gonna test out some of the Linux or de-googled images that you can actually put on the phone, and the phone is relatively cheap. I think I spent what, 200 and some dollars or $300 for the phone or whatever, and it's relatively, on the same level as most phones on the market, like a mid-level phone on the market. It's not no Samsung Galaxy, you know what I'm saying, but it does what it needs to do. And actually, let me show that to you right fast. Just give me 1 second, I'll bring it out. But shout out to everybody that's coming through. Let me get this phone right fast, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So yeah, the phone that I was talking about is the Pine 64. It's a open, friendly, community driven phone. It's basically a project. You know what I'm saying? They build kind of Linux based phones, and there are you can install whatever operating system on it. They have those de-googled Android images that you could put on there that you can set up. You know what I'm saying? And um, and just get away from Google. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I need to get back into covering more. I used to talk about a lot of privacy, issues or whatever, like as far as like on the internet. And as you can see, this is the phone. I need to go down and do a full review of the phone and actually get it installed. And it won't boot up right now because you have to install the operating system after you get it. It doesn't come with an operating system. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a excellent phone, based on what I know so far. I've seen who is that? Um what's the big guy? Linus Tech Tips. He got his team of all those people that have started doing videos under like the little network that they have, of people that do videos for his channel. They did a video on it a while back as well, just showing different Linux operating system or privacy based operating systems that you can put on this phone specifically. So I think it was like $250. You know what I'm saying? So not bad for a standard phone. I mean, if you've seen that other phone, it's basically the same. I mean, the quality feels good. I mean, a lot of these phones are coming, with plastic nowadays anyway, or made of plastic or that glass. But a lot of them are coming with the plastic, is at least the cheaper ones. So, you know, it'll do what it do for what you need. But shout out to you, AM1, for asking that question. I definitely appreciate it. Now, back to the government contracting, because I don't want to not talk about this. And actually, let me see. A couple people have said something in the chat about it. Says, I do a lot of government contracting work. What jobs would you recommend to do with a lot of data centers being put in Texas? Yes. Now, as far as jobs, um, let me actually pull up the list first. And shout out to everybody that's giving me the cat super chats. I definitely appreciate it. AM1, shout out to you. Uh, I definitely appreciate it, bro. All this, anytime anybody donates to my channel, and I always want to stress this, it goes right back into the channel. I have a full-time job, so I really don't need the money, but that's why I make sure and stress that anything you give me goes right back into the channel. Like for instance, that phone, I purchased that with my own money. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are somewhat helping me purchase things like that, you know what I'm saying, by donating to the channel. But I don't need it, because if you guys weren't donating, I would still be getting the tech stuff, you know what I'm saying, any type of tech equipment I need. So it just helps me, keep things going. I definitely appreciate it though. And FL IPSEC, I definitely appreciate it. Says Sunday night, y'all keep the hacking on the whiteboard. LOL, keep rolling, keep it techie. I have been looking at the Knicks phone as times are tough and people are peeping. Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's they do have a lot of cheap options out there as far as phones. Instead of getting on those big flagship phones, you know what I'm saying, that are out there. Samsung, even though I can't lie, I have a Google Pixel, but I tend to keep phones for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, back to the list. Let's get back to the list. I don't want to stray too far off of it, but let me pull up the list right fast. I took the person's name off of it. Let's see. So only me. There we go. Transition. There we go. All right, so this is the list, and like I said, someone sent this list to me a long time ago, and I've been holding on to it, and I've been using it. I've actually been sharing it with different people, that or trying to get into government contracting. And so let me zoom in on it a little bit so you guys can see the companies. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole bunch of companies. It's like 100 and something, companies, or a list of 100 companies. And I'll share this link, for anybody interested in getting into government contracting. But and some of the links don't work, like I was saying. That's why I wanted to let you guys know that this list was put out in 2011, and given to me by someone, while I was working in government contracting. Yeah, I know it's too small. Let me zoom in a little more. I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, this list was actually given, like I said, given to me, and it says, although we have 236 companies listed in this one-stop job search tool, I manually checked the entire list and like I said, this was in 2011, and at the moment, 187 have jobs posted on their sites for places like Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, and other high-risk countries. Now, we supposedly pulled out of Iraq and Afghanistan, and the reason I say supposedly is because they basically pulled the troops out and replaced a lot of the jobs with contractors. Not sure if you want to go over there. I know we pulled out 100% in Afghanistan, mostly. Um, I know a couple of people that was, trying to hurry up and get out of Afghanistan during that time when the Taliban was coming in, that were still over there. You know what I'm saying? So I know we're not in Afghanistan, but I think there are people still in Iraq. We haven't 100% pulled out of Iraq, but Afghanistan we actually pulled out of. But Kuwait, we're still there, and it says other high risk countries. But anyway, like I said, some of these companies are gone or have changed the names, but most of the ones that are um highly recognized or still around. Like for instance, I already pulled up a few of them, but I know for sure Bay was over there, and they still have a good site. They still have a good website. Bay is an excellent company, and what I did was I searched for engineering and technology jobs. They have a whole bunch of jobs. So as you can see right there, 14, 75, 14, 75. So, and most of them are recent, what I'm saying, field technician, some of them are in the US, but all you got to do is, if you're trying to go overseas, if you want to, they do have some jobs overseas. Most of their jobs are in the United States, so it might be easy for you to, go for a job in the United States, especially when it's like 1466. But Look at this: engineering tool technical support analyst, cloud dev sec engineering. And let me just click on that, just see the job description. Um, and no, I'm not interested in the job. But the reason I bring this up and bring up this list is because majority of the jobs on this list are going to require a clearance. So if you don't have a clearance, you most likely can't do this. But most of these jobs on this list, most of these companies on this list, they do have some jobs that don't require clearance. So you have to sift through it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check out this list. Like I said, I'm gonna post a link, and this is like one of my personal documents, so I throw it in there for anybody that's interested. And oh, here's another one: Booz Allen Hamilton. They do have a lot of jobs. So check them out as well. You know, if you want to get into government contracting, just search by, you know, the country, state, you know, and the clearance type. And most of these jobs on here on this list that I was saying, that is government contracting. So you have to have a clearance for most of the jobs on on the list. And but they do have some cases where, you know, they don't require a clearance, but they, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put this information out there, you know, for anybody, you know, that's interested. And shout out to everybody that's coming through. I see a lot of people coming through. Let me see. Let's see. JM. Let me see. Favorite free Linux system wide logging apps. Let me see. I'm trying to think of the name of it, because I was looking at doing a video of it. Elk, something elk. I don't know. I got to go back and look into that. But there are some logging applications out there where you can centralize all your logging from like a bunch of different servers. You could push all the logs to one logging server, and then, you know, you can manage everything from there. Blind guy, his wife, their life. Good to see you, man. Says no question. Just listening in. I appreciate you coming through. Easy Computer Solutions. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Easy, my man. Easy, out of Louisiana. Make sure you guys check out his channel. He's always covering the phones. You know what I'm saying? He's on point with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the man right there when it comes to phones. He gonna be the next MKBHD. You know what I'm saying? Now, is there any government contracts for IT auditing working to get my CISA? Yes, they do have that. And the reason I know that, because I work not directly with them, you know, in my current position, but there are IT auditors. They go around and do the, you know, the STIG checks, you know, and shout out to Professor Black Ops, but you know, he's always talking about those STIGs. And just, you know, managing the security of the systems within the organization, whatever organization it is, you know what I'm saying, and auditing certain systems based on, you know, the criteria set, you know what I'm saying. So shout out for that question though. Application guys can also work out with Docker. Now, this is one thing I actually shared with Tam, and I seen you in the chat, Tam. Shout out to you. Oh yeah, Elk Stack. She pointed it out now here. Elk Stack, yeah, Elastic, Logstash, and however you say it, and Kibana, yeah. But the Elk Stack. So that's how you manage your logging. And I need to do a video on that. You know what I'm saying? That's something I was looking into a while back. Let me see. I don't want to miss people. Is there any government contracts? Yeah. Applications. Oh, this is what I was going to bring up. And I actually sent this to Tam. That's what I was finna get to. But it's an application I wanted to, and I've already done a video on it, but I've done it for another company, you know what I'm saying? But I still wanted to show it on my channel. So I might, excuse me, re-record the video. But this is a super cool app when it comes to containers. I know you brought up Docker. Who was that? Uh, FL OPSEC. Yeah, I know you brought up Docker. This uses Docker in the back end of it. And just to show you what this does, it's basically a container streaming platform. And I wish I still had that server set up that I used for the demonstration of the video, but you basically log into the server as a user, or you can manage, set up a bunch of users on it, and you basically give them containers that they could stream over the web. It could be like all your browsers. So um, Chrome, you know what I'm saying, Firefox, or it could be a full desktop, you know what I'm saying, and it's a desktop, in a container, so it doesn't have like all the applications installed on it. It's kind of scaled down, but it's a full desktop environment, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not even showing you the website, so hold on one second, let me pull it up. Transition back, there we go. So Chasm Workspaces. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah, this is the platform, though. I think you guys, people should check this out, you know what I'm saying. It's very interesting. It's a free, application that you can use. Let me actually click on it and launch it. But you can have like your full desktop, desktop as a service, web isolation, so zero trust browser isolation. So this is all containerized with Docker in the back end, you know what I'm saying. And so if someone in your organization opened up a link with something in it, it's only contained within that container, or it's self-contained, you know what I'm saying, because it's in that Docker container and it won't affect the rest of the organization. So I thought this was awesome. Once I found it, you know what I'm saying, I did a video on it for another company that I'm working with. um it's just an awesome, application. Let me actually show you this right fast. They might have I think they have a way of you to actually, you know, run it without having a. Yeah. So yeah, it's loading up Chrome. So this is within the browser. This is super dope. So I mean, just go to Google or something. You know what I'm saying? But this is all running within the browser. In a container within the browser. You know what I'm saying? So it's like super dope. And let me close it, and then let's check out one of the desktops. And yes, I'm not a robot. Boop boop boop. And I always it won't let me do it. But yeah, you guys check this out. Actually, let me drop this in the chat so you guys can check it out. I sent it to you, Tam. You know what I'm saying? This was dope. And then also the interesting part about it, because I think we were having a conversation about um a black guy or something that started some type of organization. I can't remember totally, so please forgive me. But this guy, it was actually started by this guy, Justin Travis, and as well as Matt. He's the co-founder. But I read this interview he did right here. You know what I'm saying, with the questions, and it's smart guy or whatever. So definitely check him out. He came up with this, or they came up with this, with this project, and they put it out there for anybody that's interested, in what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? They actually coming up with something super cool. And it says right here, Chasm Technologies LLC was founded in 2017, focused on providing secure collaboration, data loss prevention, high security U.S. federal and DoD programs. This core technology provides. But it's like I said, it's a dope application. I think you guys should check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's a way of working with Docker without actually, you know, working directly, running a Docker commands from the command line. So it's dope. Now let me see what everybody's saying in the chat. Um, favorite free list Linux system wide. Oh yeah, Elk. We talked about that. Uh, have you ever used a type of one hypervisor in your personal computer for doing labs, bro? And yeah, let me just talk about that. I always talk about. Let me actually log into my server right fast. But I do have a server on my network. I think it's Hermes. I'm not sure if it's gonna bring it up. Hold on, I know the IP address. Um, Let me take this out of the screen right now because I don't want to accidentally show passwords or something. Just give me 1 second. And just give me 1 second. Oh, and I need to put those links in the chat. Hold on 1 second as well while I'm talking about it. And I'm like scatterbrain right now. I'm all over the place. Let me find this server IP address right fast. Oh yeah, that's the right one. So 50. Yeah, I gotta put the right port. Forgot what it is. All right. All right. So I know people ain't gonna go this extreme. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I got. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need to go this extreme. Um, but I do have a server on my network. With Xeon processors, you know, all that stuff. I got like 64 gigabytes of memory in it. And I use Proxmox. So this is considered my lab. Let me go on switch over so you guys can see. But yeah, this is essentially my lab. And right now I only got 2 things running. I did some maintenance on it, but I basically got this is just a container DNS server, and then this is just essentially Plex, so people can, you know, watch my movies and stuff that I have on my network. But you know, I keep a whole bunch of containers. I'm always updating them, you know what I'm saying, and playing around with them, testing different software, you know, all that good stuff. That's why a lot of this stuff is stopped at the moment. Like I have Kali, Parrot, and I know this is overkill. Um, for the amount of hardware that, you know, I have, and I showed this on another stream. But yeah, I run all my stuff in virtual machines using Proxmox, and that's how I do all my training for whatever I'm trying to learn, you know, at the time. As well as like applications in order to test them out, you know. I'll spin up a virtual machine, which doesn't take long. I have a lot of the images, you know, here, ISO images, and I'll upload them as I need them, you know what I'm saying, and remove them if I don't want to use them anymore. Like I just did a video on Orch. This is that Orch install that I did in that video. Excuse me. And then Windows 10, and then also for stuff like um this was for Windows 11. That actually has Windows 11 on it, and I got it before like I jumped into that program. I set up a Windows 10 just for that purpose, so I can get into whatever that program was, so I can get Windows 11 early. You know what I'm saying? And then also, I think I might have deleted my servers, but yeah, I got Windows servers. So like if I run into issues at work, I could try to replicate the problem at home and see if I can come up with a fix or test the fix, on the server at the house or whatever, and not any data or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But just the server in like the way it's set up, try to replicate it as best I can based on what I know about server, because it's been a while since I used like been a server administrator. As far as like a lot of the I don't know, like GPO stuff. I know it's pretty much the same. It's just things have been moved around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. As far as navigating through certain things. You know what I'm saying? But all the base level under configurations of like a server, it's pretty much the same. But let's get back to these questions in the chat. There are many government contracts. They usually post their services on GSA. Yeah. Do your homework. All the new hardware and NDAA enforced. But if you're looking for jobs in the U.S., look at GSA. Okay, yeah, GSA. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? To actually look at. And Tam, good to see you as well. We spoke to you, but shout out to you, man. Terraform, Ansible, Cloud. Yeah, I think she might be answering somebody in the chat. Splunk. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Splunk, and I'm way behind in these comments. Oh man, shout out to Distro too. What's up, man? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I always gotta have that Saints hat on, man. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you coming through. I know this ain't 100% Linux, related, but you know what I'm saying. This is something, you know. I try to do to help people or kind of give back, like mentorship, try to give back and help people get into the tech field. Oh, and let me see what else we got here. A simple Cisco A plus or physical security job, easy. 100+ K salary can be found. Yes, definitely. Yep. All you got to do is, look, man. Elk comes already installed on Security Onion and Security Linux distributions. Okay. All right. I didn't know that, Gabe. Hey, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you coming through. Yep. Oh, the Progressive Brothers podcast. Good to see you as well, man. Good to see you. Kubernetes, yeah. I gotta get some more training in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got that book up there collecting a little too much dust. I gotta pull it out, but I got so much stuff going on, man. I'm just all over the place with it. Let me see who else. First time tuning in to your channel and a new sub. Yeah, shout out to you, Anderson. Tech Repair, good to see you, man. I definitely appreciate you coming through. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you can, and shout out to you, Educated Aries. Good to see you. Let me see. Do you think metaverse is potentially dangerous? Now, the metaverse. I haven't really talked about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know where I stand with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put out bad information. I don't really know where I stand with it. I got to do more research on understanding the metaverse, so to speak. I mean, all it is a virtual, a virtual location based on what I know. You know what I'm saying? And you can log into it. I guess it's gonna get to the point where I don't know if you guys remember, but Google was planning on coming out with Google Glass. And it was supposed to be like these glasses or whatever with a little mini screen on it, and it would project certain things on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming it's something like that. Oh yeah, take care, Distro too. Good to see you, man. I definitely appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate it. Let me see. Where did you purchase your server hardware? Yeah, I basically took the easy route. And most people say, "Oh, you should have built it. You could have built it." You know what I'm saying? I know I could have built it, and I've been doing that for years. Like I've had servers here at the house that I've built. You know what I'm saying? And maintained and set up the hardware, set up bought the raid cord and set up a raid, all that stuff. So I took the easy way out, and since I had a little extra money, sitting around to do it, I just went on and spent and bought a server from Dell. So that's where I got my server from. Yeah, I could have built it, but also this was during the pandemic, kind of like the beginning of the pandemic. Um, and um, I think they were having issues with ports getting more expensive. You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember. I don't remember the timeline. I just said, man, I'm gonna get one instead of building something, and then that's what made me do it. Um, I was so upset that Fry's, my favorite place to go, shut down. You know what I'm saying? They went out of business, and I was hoping they would have recovered, but then this pandemic just came and stuck a fork in them. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, you done, bro. You done. And killed off my favorite show store, Fries. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I would go to Fries just on the weekend or something, just to browse and look around and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was like taking a family trip. I bring the kids and stuff, and we'll walk around Fries, and look at all the tech that's there and everything. But that's where if I was gonna buy or build a computer, that's where I would have got all the ports from. Now, I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, I don't know. I like to see things. You know what I'm saying? I like to, when I spend my money, have it in my hand right away. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I get it. You can order it online and get there 1 day or 2 days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got no choice now, but I would prefer to actually look at that, because when you're at Fry's, well, when you used to go to Fry's and purchase hardware, the motherboard, they would have the motherboard stamped on the display, so you can actually see the motherboard. You can see everything. You see everything on the motherboard. You know what I'm saying? And I know you can see that from a picture online, but I prefer to look at it, right there in front of me, 3D. You know what I'm saying? So I could, I don't know, figure out what I want. You know what I'm saying? And not not worry about making a mistake by purchasing it online. You know what I'm saying? So Fries, that when that happened, I was like, man, I gotta. I just go down and buy something from Dell. That's another reason why. So shout out to you for that question though. And let me see who else. Maddox, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Definitely appreciate you coming through, man. Shout out to you. My man. Um, Let me see. Educated Aries, good to see you, bro. I definitely appreciate you guys coming through. And I know a lot of people streaming tonight. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't mean to, I don't know, intrude on a couple people that I actually watch. You know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of people, that normally stream on Sunday nights, but I just wanted to get in there. I actually pushed it back because I scheduled it for 5:30, but not knowing that my man the one Lightfoot was finna do a video, a live stream with Sly Giddens. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I can't mess that up. So I pushed it back, you know what I'm saying? So let's see, hi friends. What it do, KeepItTechie? What's up, Pearson Censor? How you doing? Good to see you. Man, I didn't expect this many people to come through though. I appreciate you guys coming through. They buying property in the metaverse. Yeah. That's what I heard about that whole metaverse stuff, man. It's gonna be digital assets out there, you know what I'm saying, that people can purchase. And I'm assuming cryptocurrency is gonna be tied into that, to make your digital purchases. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do some more research and looking into the metaverse before I talk about it too deep, and not have not put out bad information. Let me see. Yep. But I didn't put the link in the chat. So anybody that want to, see this list of companies, I know you can go to GSA, but I've been holding on to this list and sharing it. It's been helping people. I done helped a lot of people with just this list by itself. So you could download it, share it, all that good stuff or whatever, and or take it, manipulate it, remove all of the links that's broken, and add your own list to it or whatever, or add other companies to it, that you see. But most of these are, contracting companies that have contracts with the government. Like for instance, Dynacore. I didn't show you guys that. This link might be broken. Let's see, it might come up. Oh, they changed their name. I didn't know they changed their name. So they redirect me from DynacoreInternational.com. I didn't know they changed their name. So this is Dynacore. This is the old Dynacore, and I actually interviewed with them a couple years ago. Okay, so they did change their name. I mean, it was like I would say like what was that, 2019, something like that. I interviewed it. I was finna go back to Afghanistan, and these companies change like the weather. If you've been in government contract, you'll know. But these some of these companies change their name, like like some people change their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like most people change their jobs. But yeah, yeah, and like I was saying, some of these jobs out here, they don't require a clearance. Now I know this is an electronics technician aboard a Navy ship, but if you look at this right here below it, this is IT right here. Development operations DevOps. So engineer. That's an engineering position. Hold on, let's make sure. Telework? Okay. DevOps engineer. Yeah, IT managed service programs for Department of Energy. Yep. There you go. So doesn't require clearance. You know what I'm saying? This is an IT position. I'm not sure on the prices. I wish they had the prices on here, but you can go through the qualifications, see what you qualify. Well, no, it does say preferred qualifications on this one. Oh, it does. Okay. Wonder why it said no. Hold on. Did that say clearance required? No. So maybe they saying they'll run it, but most of the time with these positions, they looking for people that already have a clearance. You know what I'm saying? Cause what is it, like $20,000 or 50,000? I don't know. I done heard so many numbers on how much it costs for them to run the clearance. I don't know what it is no more. I even heard somebody say $100,000, and I might have said $100,000. I don't know what the actual price is, but I know that when they run these clearances, you know what I'm saying, they I think now they're contracting it out a little bit. But they used to have, federal agents showing up at your people's house, whoever you put on your clearance paperwork. They had, FBI people showing their badge. You know what I'm saying? I'm an FBI agent. I mean, we're doing a background check on, X, Y, and Z or whatever, to see if they, see about their character, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff or whatever. So these background checks are expensive, and they kind of outsource. They have people, interview people that you know what I'm saying, and all that. So it's definitely, deep what they do. And also it depends on what level of clearance you getting as well. I think it's even more like they go further back in your history as much as they can, or if they want to, you know what I'm saying. So I did not know Dynacore changed their name, but that's cool. So I put that list out there for anybody, and I was gonna open the panel. I don't know if anybody interested in coming up here, but maybe, I mean, if you guys want to, and look at what Tam is saying in the chat if you guys don't see it. But DevOps in Govy space can run 120K to 320K base. So that's base. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money out here to be made. You know what I'm saying? And if you're like one of these people that want to, travel the world, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these companies will afford you, the way to do that, because they'll fly you over. And I'll just talk about my experience with contracting. I worked in Afghanistan. I did Afghanistan for about 4.5 years. Um, and then while I was over there, you know what I'm saying, flights on that side of the world are cheap. So whenever you go on like a vacation, now I didn't do this. I end up spending way more money to come home because I got a family and kids. But I met a lot of like single guys or single women, you know what I'm saying? They would, you can get a flight for like $300 to, I don't know, Singapore or um somewhere in like Germany or like in Europe, Eastern Europe, different places. You spend, a couple $100 just to fly around there because you already there. All you had to do was fly up from Afghanistan to, or not up, I can't remember what direction Afghanistan is to. Most people flying to Dubai. That's like a central hub. Once you get to Dubai, you can go anywhere, any direction you want to go. You know what I'm saying? But flying to Dubai, catch you a flight to anywhere in Europe, anywhere in, and you might not want to go to Czech Republic right now. I seen that on the news the other night. It's not looking too good over there. Is it Czech? No, not Czech. Uh, one of them countries over there look like Russia. I think it's Russia. Yeah, Russia. I don't know. I seen it, but I didn't see it. You know how the TV be on and you see something pop up and say breaking news. Um, I seen it and I didn't see it. I seen it. It's like, I don't know if it's Czech or one of those Eastern European countries. Looks like they saying that they might get invaded by, Germany or Russia. One of these wherever Putin is at. You know, I can't think of it right now, but wherever Putin is at, they talking about they might invade one of these countries over there. But anyway, I'm off topic. But yeah, the flights are cheap over there, and so once you over there contracting or whatever, it could be Kuwait. All these places are relatively cheap to fly to. The most expensive place is actually to go back to the U.S., which every time I went home, it was like $1,300, and a lot of these jobs they don't pay for your flights when you're going home on leave. So I had to shell that out, you know what I'm saying? But that was nothing because I was, and I might as well say it, but I was getting paid almost like um what was it? Close to $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? And you can make that in this field. You know what I'm saying? Like working in these contracts, especially when you ain't got no family, you ain't got to worry about no rent. You ain't got to worry about no house notes unless you already got houses in your name. You know what I'm saying? You can pay off what you got. You know what I'm saying? If you getting that much money and you single, young, you know what I'm saying? I definitely recommend you look into something like this. And I'm not no recruiter for any of these types of jobs. I'm just saying when you're young, it's best to take the opportunity of a lot of these jobs, especially if you're in the IT field and you're trying to, expand your knowledge, expand, your, your finances. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely look into something like this. And then also, if you're new to IT, this is the possibility. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta put in the work, put in the skills, resources. You hear all these, different um amounts of money that are put out there for, different positions that you can get into. And um it's kind of unbelievable at a certain point, but I'm telling you it's real. You know what I'm saying? And I actually did it, and I keep saying I want to share my contracts, but um I keep going I'm on the fence about it. But this is one of the companies I actually work for right here, General Dynamics. And actually, yeah, that link is broken too, so I know what it is. But Dynamics Information Technology. And if you're friends with me on LinkedIn, you'll see this company there. You'll see the verification from people that I worked with while I was over there. So I did work over there with General Dynamics Information Technology. But they do have a bunch of positions. I'm actually still cool with one of the recruiters. So if you're still interested, if you're interested and you want to share your stuff with me, like your not your resume or anything, but I'll push it along or whatever you feel comfortable with. I know some people don't want to share certain stuff, but whatever, dude. I'm just trying to help. Hey, it's your loss, but I know people that, like, I know a recruiter that still works for General Dynamics. I think he's a project manager or program manager for General Dynamics, but they have a whole bunch of positions, with this or whatever. Just friend me on LinkedIn and I'll share your profile with them. That's an easy way, because most people have a LinkedIn. I'll share it, or I'll share his stuff with you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, they have, look at that, Windows Systems Administrator. You got to have a top secret clearance though, with SCI and a poly, so polygraph. But all over the US, you know what I'm saying? They got all these positions, they got all these countries. If you see right here, or all these companies, but if you see right here, 2,761 results. So that's 2,071 jobs. So I mean 2,761 jobs out there under that company. So go through that list. I put the link in here. You know what I'm saying? And that's my Word document. You can download it. I think it's available for you to download or copy and paste it, whatever. And I know this one is good. Jacobs is a company that was over there too. I don't know. Maybe they went out of business too. Okay, so I'm not sure. But Jacobs, maybe they changed their name like everybody else. I don't know. Citadel. Yeah, I don't know nothing about these people, but I mean, I know about Jacobs. I remember Jacobs. I remember seeing people with the shirts on. Um, but yeah, check them out. KBR, that's like the they did a lot of like construction jobs and stuff while I was over there. Um, I know that's that's a good one to look into. Honeywell, you can check them out. And let me see, did I click on Booz Hamilton? Yeah, Booz Allen Hamilton or whatever they call. I think I brought them up. Yeah, Booz Allen Hamilton. Oh, another one you need to look into is Lockheed Martin. I forgot about them. Lockheed Martin. I actually work for Link Government Services. I don't think they doing much now. I'm not sure. Oh, and L3. L3. They have a lot of contracts as well. They were actually, I remember seeing those t-shirts. But Lockheed Martin is another one. That's a good one to actually look into. And Northrop Grumman. I know they're around because I just I just talked to one of their recruiters a while back about a position. So yeah. Um and they have stuff for veterans, so if you're a veteran, but yeah, Northrop Grumman is a good company to actually look into for government contracting. Trying to think of any of these. Raytheon, they're another one. So Raytheon, check them out. And if these links are broken in the link, you know what I'm saying, just search that company name and it'll probably bring up the new company if the company has changed. But that's Raytheon. Trying to think of some of these other ones. Let me see what else. Well, anyway, you can look at all these stuffs, all these this list or whatever. Like I said, let me drop it in the description again. And like I said, I gave it to it's only available for people that have a copy of the link. So once this live stream is over, you know what I'm saying, you can go back and look in the comments and get the link again. I'll put it in the description of the video too for anybody that's interested. You know what I'm saying? And um and like I said, this was given to me. I've been sharing it for years with different people. You know what I'm saying? That we're trying to get into government contracting. I figured I'd share it with you guys. So um oh man, and this whole time I didn't have the thing up. Hold on. And I'm missing out on the comments. 10K a month is norm. I never heard that before. Where is it the norm? Oh, okay. Mantech. Yeah, Mantech is another good company. I heard of Mantech. Yeah, GDIT, Lockheed Martin. Yep. Yeah, basically thoughts on Red Hat admin cert. Pete, now I'm not certified in Red Hat in anything. You know what I'm saying? I I feel crazy, talking about Linux all the time, and I'm not certified in any of it. But like I've said from the beginning of my channel, I started learning Linux as a hobby. You know, I've done work as a systems administrator, network administrator, and the whole nine yards. All these different areas, but I've never worked with a Linux operating system in a production environment. So I never looked into actually taking a certification for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been like a hobby of something that I've looked at um, on, outside of my full time job. But um, um, Linux is, widely available, and Red Hat is like one of the industry standard certs. Because I know a lot of government, for those types of positions, as far as Linux goes, Red Hat certifications or top notch for that. Yep. So, are there any IT jobs in high risk countries? Yes. I mean, just look at that list, man. I'm telling you, that list has, it basically says it's all high risk countries. You gotta dig through it. You can filter, and yeah, and definitely. Oh, and back to who was that? Who was that I was talking to earlier? Pete. Yeah, look at Tam. She works with Linux on a daily basis. And oh man, you don't have a wrench? I thought I gave you. Oh, I gave women in Linux a wrench. Let me give you a wrench as well, Tam. But yeah, holla at Tam. She's actually I'm not sure if she's certified in. I'm pretty sure she is. You know what I'm saying? But um I know she works with Linux on a day-to-day basis. She actually does that in a production environment. So holla at Tam, Women in Linux. I just interviewed her yesterday. So check out their channel or whatever. And she talks a lot about Linux as well, and like working in like a production environment, which I've never done, you know what I'm saying, as far as Linux goes. Um yep. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go on and end it. I definitely appreciate you guys coming through. Um, I don't even know how many people came through, and I hope I didn't miss any questions. But if I did, sorry about that. I was trying to pay attention to what I was trying to show you guys. Oh, somebody asked about oh no, she didn't ask about it. Yeah, Tam was putting out some great information in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think to bring that up, but the tax breaks when it comes to overseas work, you know what I'm saying, is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're making 200,000, I think the first 100, I don't know where it is right now. I know when I was there, it was like 99. The first 99,000 is tax free, and then anything above that they tax you at like the highest rate. But still, you come out, good. You know what I'm saying? So the first, I'm sure it's like 110 probably now because of inflation. Inflation, it used to go up like every year, like almost 1,000. But every year they would up the tax free. It's probably like 110 right now. As long as you out the country for like 335 days or something like that. It's 365 days a year. So I think it's like 30 something days you can't be in the I mean, you can be in the US. Anything above that, they'll tax the full amount. So that's why most people didn't go home throughout the tax year. Because if you went home during that tax year, um, you would get taxed that full amount. That's one thing people don't tell you about. You got to make sure you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you go home and be like, oh, I'm going to spend like a month at the house, they're going to tax you at the highest rate. So make sure you understand that you got to stay out the country. That's why most people would go to like, I don't know, Thailand or wherever you can go in China, in Asia, on that side, or in Europe. They'll go there for a couple months, like for their vacation, and then come back. You know what I'm saying? And plus, the flights are cheaper, and you save out on those taxes. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying don't go home if you want to go home, but just make sure you don't go over those 30 something days. I can't remember what it is. Look at the paperwork. Once you get into it, look at the paperwork. They have it on the tax documents, that if you stay, in the US over a certain amount of days, then they can tax you for that full amount. So but shout out to everybody that came through. I definitely appreciate it. And before I go, let me go on and show a couple people. Let me open this up right fast. Show you guys one of my jobs that I work in Afghanistan, and I might be doxing myself by putting out my full name, but if you, most of you guys that are here or on my LinkedIn, I don't really care. But I want to show you guys one of these jobs I was working in Afghanistan, or one of the contracts. And this will be almost like some, I would look at it, or you guys should look at it as motivation, that you can make this money too. It ain't just, this ain't, I didn't just happen to, get it just to get it, or I got lucky or something. Nah, I put in the work to learn how to get into the IT field, and by doing that, it afforded me the opportunity to get into jobs like this. So let me see, security form. Oh, I'm not finna show y'all that. Where's the contract? Oh, here we go. CJ7. Yep. There we go. I open it up in open with. Yeah, let's open it up there. Oh, nope, that's not it. That's not the contract I signed. All right, instead of having y'all wait around for it, then I'll just do it another time, cause I don't wanna. Nah, I gotta show y'all. Nah, I didn't brought it up, so I gotta show y'all. Hold on. Just give me a couple seconds. Not good at doing this stuff on the fly. Application? No, that's not it. Oh no. Up, put up the wrong thing. Oh, y'all didn't see that. I don't have it up. I thought I doxed everything about me. I forgot I had it on the other transition. Oh man, I'm glad of that. Did not want to give out my birthday or my social. And I'm so glad. Hold up. Here we go. Employment application. No. This is the application. Anyway, yeah, and that's what I meant by let me wait, because I want to blot out certain stuff, and I want to make sure. Let me not do this on the fly, because if I rush and do this, then you know what I'm saying. If I rush and do this, I might show the wrong stuff. I don't want to show. Well, let me show you. Let's see, LOA. Let's see. Nah, this is LOA. I just looked at it not that long ago too. Cause I was just talking about, or trying to figure out how much I made during that time period off the top of my head. Well, not off the top of my head, but I was just trying to make sure. Actually, I can show you this other one. Let's see, Apex. Nope. GSE. GSE. What's GSE? No, not that one. What the hell is it? All right. This is the database management. Nah, this is the position background. I cannot find my contract at the moment. Um, Background consent. Reg. Let me see what this is. This might be it. Let me open this up and see. Cause these are pretty much, yeah. That's a Word document just explaining it. I know where it's at. It's in my email. I didn't want to pull that up though. Let me find it. All right, contract. Yeah, Tam say, "Show me the money," and really, it's not to brag, boast. It's to just show people that the money is out here. You know what I'm saying? That's really what this is all about. It's just to show people that you can get it. You know what I'm saying? And also prove that I did do this. That I wasn't that I was really over there doing this. In Afghanistan while my wife and oh, here we go, offer letter. Offer letter. Boom. Here we go. Yep. This is it. So let me download it to that job directory. Boom. And hopefully it doesn't have, yeah, it shouldn't have my social or nothing on it, but I'm gonna open it up in the background first before I pull it up, just to make sure I'm not putting out my personal information. All right, here we go. So, yep, here we go. General Dynamics. So let me switch this over, and I don't care if you guys see my full name. And let me zoom in. And I kind of don't want to show the people's name, but um, that's how much I was making right there, 73. And this was on one of the small contracts until the actual money went up. As you can see, that's how much I was getting paid bi-weekly. But if we zoom out and then scroll down, because I didn't understand this, I had to get my dad actually looked at it with me. But I was getting living allowance, so fella, I was getting that, and that's only one part of it. And then where's it at? I can't remember how I can't remember how I broke it out, but I was um I was making that times two. That's basically what it broke up to. So this went up to like 150. You know what I'm saying? 140 something. And this was on the first contract that I got over there, and I didn't understand it. I was like, oh, so all I'm getting is what, 73,000 a year or whatever. I could just stay here in the States and do that. I was basically getting it times two. I don't understand. I can't remember how to explain it, but I had to. It was a way they broke out the way the pay worked. And then as well as this foreign area living allowance on top of that, so it came up to like 150. And I think it might have been, let's see, working hours. Now I did work a lot, 6 days a week, 13 hours a day. It was actually 12 hours a day, but 13 hours a day, and most of the time I wasn't. And it might have had something to do with the hours as well, compensated for a pre-approved 40. But anyway, we was always working at that amount of hours. So I worked 12 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why the money was. I'm trying to remember how they broke it up. Let's see, termination, semi-annual or benefits. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. I think they go into the tax stuff here. Advance payment, no. Assignment bonus. Yeah, they gave me a bonus, assignment completion bonus of $6,000. So that's somewhat standard, depending on the contract. You know what I'm saying? For successfully completing 12 consecutive months. You know what I'm saying? On the contract in Afghanistan. Boom. Travel. Let's see, the contract may require you to travel. Yeah. Visa, immigration. I also have benefits, 401k, Social Security. I'm trying to remember where they broke it up. Where all I know is I was this money right here, or this amount that they showed me right here. I might be getting a call. Ain't the government. ain't General Dynamics, but yeah, I am getting a call. I'm gonna call you back, bro. But I was basically getting that times two for the first contract, and then the second contract I signed, I was getting 4,000 or 5,000. I don't remember. All I know was every month I was getting close to $10,000. Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm live, man. For real? Stop playing, man. I'm a, okay. All right, cool. All right, all right. All right, so I'm gonna bring on a couple people right fast. Just give me a second for anybody that's that want to come. Oh, hold on. But anyway, I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope there's motivation or whatever. Is fella like blah? I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, and NC worker. Yes, the contract was tax free. Well, it's just like everybody. If you overseas, the contract is worth. I mean, it's tax free up to a certain amount, no matter how much you work. So if I only made $80,000 that year, then I would have took home $80,000 that year. It's just they have a a cap where it's tax free. So each year I know it was going up. It was like 90,000, and then 99,000 I think, or 97 when I first started over there, and then it went up to like 99, and it kept going up. So I'm sure that it went up further. You know what I'm saying? Since then, that was like 2015 when I was last over there. So um when so once you hit that cap, then they tax you at the what 35%, whatever that time, that time is. And let me send this link out. I got a couple people want to come on. Hold on, man. So y'all y'all bear with me. Anybody that's still here, I'm bringing on a couple people. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. 1 second. All right. I don't even know how to send this to y'all, man. Um, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. That's the easiest way for me to do it. If y'all listen, Truth, Sly, Nick. I'm gonna just put the link in the chat, man. And y'all can click on it. And what I do, and like I said, I ain't got this thing set up for like multiple people, so I'm gonna have to bring it in another way. So just bear with me for a second. Hangouts, cause y'all welcome to come on, bro. I mean, no, not Hangouts. Meets, Google Meets. New meeting, start instant meeting. All right, now let me share this out. I'm gonna just drop it in the chat, guys. So y'all can come through if y'all want to. Troll chat. Yeah. There you go, Nick. That's for Nick. And oh, what's up, Keystone? Good to see you, bro. Shout out to you, man. But that's for Nick Teller, Truth Teller, and Super Sly if y'all want to come up, man. Or if anybody else got a question, yeah, you guys can come up. But I think they want to come on first, so I'm gonna let them on first. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's the right link. That's the right link. Hold on, let me drop it in again. Oh man, and that's my personal account. I didn't mean to do that, but it don't matter. Whatever. What's up, Sly? Hey, hold on 1 second, True. Let me try to get this thing right, man. Cause I gotta build another scene. So just give me 1 second. panel. And then 1 second, Sly. 1 second, man. 1 second, man. Yeah, just 1 second, man.
We about to make this motherfucking drive live. Let me get that. That's better.
See. And then that's what I was jacking up. So meets.
Oh shit!
Hey,
1 second. What's that? It? Hold up. Let me. Oh, we got the trolls in here tonight. I appreciate y'all taking care of that.
why would somebody troll you, bro?
I don't
Because
know.
we in here. We ain't.
Y'all
we ain't
bought 'em.
shit. We ain't shit.
No, we didn't tell
I'm just
nobody we
playing,
were
man.
gonna do this.
I'm just playing.
No, we bought them. We bought them.
Hey, Keystone, I'm gonna ask you later, bro. 1 second. Let me get this right.
It just says you. I mean, how do I change my name?
Yeah, it says
Oh,
you.
is that what it's? Oh, okay. I see what you're
Nah,
saying.
but it's
Let me-
showing y'all name on here. Yeah, you
Oh,
might
it
want
is?
to change it.
Yeah.
Change your. Well, okay. All right.
I
It
know
do
about
show
I
Nick
can't
Taylor.
see it. I don't know how to
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, I see
All right.
Nick Taylor and I see Heavy Flow Individual, Joshua Lates, and I see you. But that's fine. So I'm just waiting for all of us to get on the big screen so I can ask my first question.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on 1 second.
I see Gabe. Gabe said he can hear us. What's up, Gabe? Detroit's finest.
You see, I got my Saints hat on, right? Look at that.
Man, ain't no damn Saints, man.
Yo, shut up, man. I've been a Saints fan my whole life.
I mean, that's great, man. But you
Hold on now,
Oh.
Sly. You on my panel, bro? And we do not
Thank you,
disparage the
Sly.
Saints.
I mean,
on
thank
here,
you,
bro.
Techie.
You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
kick him off.
wow, that's what
Kick him off.
you know what?
About time I got somebody on my side. Kick that nigga off and take Nick Taylor with him if he get out of line.
Wait a minute.
hell?
I ain't do nothing. But I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do.
I didn't do nothing.
Yo, how's the Google Meets? Because I've had it, but I've never tried it.
Oh, it's cool, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know. See, and that's the thing, bro. I'm using I think you only get an hour on here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
We better hurry up.
So hold on. Yeah, I'm transitioning in now, so everybody can hold on. Let me put me back up there. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool.
What's up, Citizen Lou?
And actually, let me do something dope.
Keystone, he declined you because Sly has all three of us under contract. So Sly actually declined you. It wasn't KeepItTechie.
It's not even like that. No.
Yeah, and I apologize, Keystone. That's why I said I'm gonna bring you up in a little bit, bro. They had requested and they kind of, I ain't gonna lie, they got priority over here, bro.
We was doing our own live. I said, "Oh shit, KeepItTechie on. Hey, let's go over there, y'all."
We kill our live and come over here.
Yeah, we told fuck Sly live.
Man.
Let's come over here.
Nah, you ain't have to do that, bro. I appreciate it though.
Hey, we need a good moderator. Sly, we hate Sly as a moderator. He shut us up.
That's what we see. What I put up with. This is why contract.
I ain't gonna send your video to Patreon though.
I'm not gonna do it either. KeepItTechie. I love you, man. I would never do that to you.
All right, we on there, man. I'm hold on. Let me. Oh, I can't bring my image in now, but whatever. Yeah, we on the screen though.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we on.
Yeah.
Hey, my first question to you, Keep It Techie, is
What you got?
who's your favorite Inquisitor?
Oh my god.
So you gonna put me on the spot, man?
Like that. He gonna do that from the jump, from the get green.
Sir, who that nation is right here.
Y'all all on the same level, bro. Yeah, out there, it's the Inquisitors. It's one word, man. Y'all all on the same level.
Don't let him don't let him give you that heat.
That's funny.
That's
funny.
crazy.
Man.
Yeah, like I said, bro, we saw you
I'm gonna
was
just
over
add
here.
people in, bro. Hey, come
That's
back
what's
up
up.
here. Come back up here. Keystone, if you can, bro. Come
Hey,
back
so-
up. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, how hard was it doing the Google Meets through?
Oh, it wasn't
you know,
hard. It wasn't
Okay.
hard. Well, see, I'm streaming through OBS, and so yeah, I had to build the scene out, and
Okay.
then put it together like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Yeah, I've had the updates, and I just never you know.
I gotta once I finish putting this system together that I showed you, so I gotta switch back over to OBS.
Okay. See, I can't. My patience. I don't.
Well, I mean, by you know, I mean,
That's the thing. When I got away from using it, and then I come back to it 6 months later, it's like.
Well, I got away from DaVinci Resolve for like 2 years, and then come back to DaVinci Resolve, and I'm like, I mean, it's like I'm starting over from scratch.
Yeah.
Hey, so a quick question, Techie.
What's up?
Are we allowed to be the Grand Inquisitors over here? Or do you want us to calm it down?
Lord have mercy. Calm it
No,
down.
Calm it down.
I'm not talking to either one of you savages. Mute yourself.
Nah,
I'm talking to the moderator. We in his house. I'm asking him. I'm not asking y'all nothing.
Well,
Y'all can excuse yourselves.
well,
Sorry.
I normally I don't know, kind of keep it more tech, but since y'all
No,
coming
I'm
through,
tech.
you know
I'm
what
talking
saying?
tech.
No, we're
I'm
gonna talk
talking
tech,
don't matter,
but
man,
I
to
want to
me.
make sure that they don't start cussing in here and using the N-word and all
Yeah,
kind of
please.
other stuff.
No,
Debaucherous
I'm not.
conversation.
No, the only person gonna do that is you.
Yo, watch your mouth.
Hey, what's up, citizen? What's up, man? Go ahead. What you got?
What's
bro?
up, KeepItTechie? I just wanted to pull up for your first open panel. I just want to say what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, this is your first open panel?
Yeah, this is my first time actually, you know, doing a panel where I opened it up.
I
You know
want
what
to
I'm
thank
saying?
the 3 people that made this possible. Me, myself, and I, because it was my idea. To hell
Exactly.
with everybody else.
Exactly. Cause hey, and you telling the truth.
Thank you, Nick Taylor.
Because I'm actually supposed to be working on something for you. You know what I'm saying? And this is, I mean, you know, I'm working on something for you.
Of course.
But I found this list while I was putting together some stuff for you, and that's what made me want to do this live stream. I don't know if you guys seen the list I was putting up there, but that was all like contracting companies that people can get on and work, you know, to make a whole lot of money. And I was just showing one of my contracts that I did in Afghanistan while I was there.
Okay.
And just putting that in. But anyway, that's what you did kind of prompt this
Hey,
from me looking for that or looking through my stuff.
I only ask you when you move forward with the rest of these panels and they say, man, who started you with these panels? I only ask that you be graceful and be merciful and humble in all your praise and spell my name correctly. You could say Truth Teller 410 and the Grand Inquisitors.
I got you.
Thank you, sir.
I got you.
Thank you.
Lord,
thank you.
Hey, what you got? What you got, Lou? What's up, Lou? You had any other questions, bro? Or hey, and then also Keystone, come back up here, bro, if you can, bro. I apologize, man, for kicking you off, but I mean I thought they was finna I didn't want you catch no crossfire.
No, I ain't gonna take you up too long.
Oh no, we ain't gonna do that.
Simple.
Let me ask you a question, Techie.
What's up?
Now, what do you think a person who has no knowledge, like Nick has knowledge in the tech world? I'm pretty sure Sly has. Out of us 3, I probably have the least bit of knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard do you think it is for somebody with no knowledge to get into the IT or / tech world with no knowledge? I'm talking about none at all.
most
pure
people,
virgin to it.
yeah, most people nowadays. I mean, I'm sure all of you have worked with Microsoft Excel, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of you have worked with Microsoft Word. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I mean, there's plenty of jobs out here that's centered around working with Excel, like databases. That's essentially a Excel spreadsheet. So if you put together a spreadsheet before,
Mm-hmm.
you can essentially work with a database, because that's all a database is. It's just a bunch of Excel spreadsheets put together into one application that you tell how to manage the data within those tables. That's
Okay.
essentially what it is. um and then also, if you're transitioning, from another, um I don't know, field or whatever, they do have a lot of tech that's being introduced into all these different industries, and they need the expertise of the people that have been doing it, without all this tech stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that's coming out, or tech, programs and all that stuff. They need that knowledge to be passed on, as well as uh you being a part of the development process, which
Okay.
is something that I've seen as well.
Yeah,
So if that makes sense, go ahead, Citizen Luke, because I know you
yeah,
got a lot you can add
yeah.
to that.
Yeah, I just want to chime in because I had a buddy of mine. He was working at Sprint and he was doing retail, right, just selling phones. But he kind of saw what I was doing, and he went to like Western Government University, and now he's like laterally moving inside Sprint as a software developer, right? So he's just gonna stay where he was working, but now he's just gonna be on the tech side. So that's also a route people could take too. Also,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
All right.
yeah,
So
I
let me
got.
ask you.
What's up?
Let me ask you this: as far as somebody trying to get into it, every when people look into any kind of startup for anything, the first thing we think is money, right? Money, 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 money. To
Mhm.
get into the IT world or get into the tech world, what do you think is a good, if there is an amount that you would need when starting up and when entering into that world? If there is an amount, what do you think is a good amount of money to have set aside to focus on obtaining that knowledge and skill and education and certifications? What do you think is a good amount to make sure you have on the side before you start, trying to dibble and dabble into that realm?
If you're just starting out, I would say a couple $100 at the
Oh wow.
most. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying, to actually get into the field. Because if you think about it, a lot of entry level, but that's the thing, you're gonna be starting ground level. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and so it's money
Mm-hmm.
there, but you're gonna have to work your way up. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying,
entry
and
level
yeah,
money. Yeah.
yeah. So if you, like, for instance, AWS is booming right now. Everybody's talking about AWS.
Mm-hmm.
The entry level cert for that, the practitioner cert. Now you may or may not be able to get a job with it, but the entry level cert to get you on the path to actually get into it is $100. It's $100 for the actual test. Now you have to spend a little money or time, because a lot of the training is out here. You can get it for free, but you got to spend some time, and and a little bit of money, depending on, because I always recommend people get the free resources as well as some of those paid resources, because some of them, you want to look at more than one resource. Let me just say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend you spend a little bit there for a course or so, or two, you know what I'm saying, or a book or two. But um once you get the knowledge and take the certifications, it's just a matter of continuing to learn once you get into the field, at that point. And then also, you could, once you get the first cert, then you want to start working on the next cert, depending on what area you want to get into. And the certs are, it depends on what area you're trying to get into, how much it's gonna cost. Cause they got certs like under Cisco, they $350, I think. They
Mm-hmm.
got certs with CompTIA, $250.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it all depends on what area of IT you're trying to get into as well. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I answered your question.
Well, let me say one more thing.
Mhm.
Please excuse my friend up there in the white T-shirt. Whatever he got going on in his phone is more important than us focusing on talking to you.
It's
Please excuse.
called taking it in
I'm
and
talking. I
learning
would
and
like to talk. I
listening.
would like to talk for once in my life without
Boy,
being interrupted. Like I was
2042
saying before, I was so
ain't
rudely
coming quick
interrupted.
enough.
I would like to apologize for my scraggler friend up there. I didn't mean to bring him in here knowing he was going to be rude like that. So please forgive him. KeepItTechie. He's
Nah, you
ignorant and
good.
don't know no better.
You good. You good.
What about you, Nick? Any questions for KeepItTechie?
Yes, actually, I did, but I was waiting on y'all to get done.
Oh, go ahead,
Okay,
Nick.
I'm done.
Okay. Hey, Techie,
Mm-hmm.
the hardware side of it. We all know about software and we know all that stuff out there. But like I had a conversation with a guy the other day, and I would, of course, I wasn't trying to bemoan him, but what I was telling him, I said, dude, unless somebody build the hardware and put it together so they can talk to each other, all the software or programming in the world is up until that point useless.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people are missing the boat on the hardware side. I tell people, go into any major businesses network closet. I know you have, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And most people will go into that network closet, and they will, if they ever have a chance to, they probably pass out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just
Yep.
spellbound, trying to take in all of what they're seeing. And somebody has to design that and know which router works with which switch, and at this baud rate and this transfer rate and all this other good stuff, and tie it all into a network server. So I just like to tell people not to overlook that part of the of the business as well, because as well as I do, got waiting on a guy to come swap out a motherboard for you, or doing hard drive swaps. If you only have 4 or less hot swappable bays, he got you by the tail.
Yep. 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 That's true, man. I mean, and you're right. A lot of people overlook hardware. Hardware is, you can make a lot of money, designing and implementing hardware. You know what I'm saying? Computer. You can look on all these different, websites and look for computer hardware engineer, or it's like 99,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? 91,000 a year, and I'm not just trying to bring up the money, but I mean, yes, that's a part of it, but hardware is very important to everything, all the technology that's being pushed. You know what I'm saying? Some of that stuff has to be maintained, and new things have to be innovated, and to make faster chips and chipsets and all that stuff.
Run cooler.
Yeah.
Run cooler. So you need less fans. Less fans need less electricity.
Mhm.
Less electricity keeps the costs, your energy costs down for the company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, another thing you brought up a good point, Nick, because everybody talking about Bitcoin. People should talk about these rigs, these mining rigs, and how to set those up.
Yep.
That's actually a good point, especially
Yeah.
since China is selling them at fire sale because they banned them all in China. So
And didn't they have like a
I'm sorry, go
dam
ahead.
went down or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah, they had a hydroelectric power plant,
Yeah.
something, but I take what China says with a grain of salt, because I wouldn't doubt it if they took the power plant offline themselves. You know what I'm saying? To knock that that miner out that they were trying to get out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because China controls the electricity over there. It's not like it is over here. They're not it's not privatized. It's ran is ran by Beijing runs everything pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Now, Nick, since you up here, and I got this question for you. So
Yes, sir.
did you ever work with any government contractors?
Government? No, sir.
While you were over? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I was behind the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to see some things when I made a certain rank, because when you're chief of fire and battery, then you got to go inside with your fire direction center, and they got the battalion control computer system, and the BCS and the Bucks system, and whatnot. So I just got to do just a little bit of that. But so far as actually being that, I mean, once I made chief of fire and battery, you gotta do that. You gotta know how to do that. But for the most part, no, they just give you the basics on it. So if something goes down in the system, that I can compute fire data on a smaller scale with a laptop and your two charts.
Okay, I got you. Well, guys, I mean, I've been on too long. I wasn't planning on being on this long, but I appreciate you guys coming through. And
Hey, Techie, can I ask one more question?
what's up? What's up?
And it's real quick. So when it comes to learning IT, right? Is there a difference in the IT you learn according to the country you live in? Like, so basically the same IT we will learn here in America, are they learning that same IT in China?
Yes, it's just in their language.
Okay.
Well, some of it, depending on if it's an international company, and this is based on my knowledge of the industry. In certain countries, a lot of them, they do use English, because we all know. I didn't heard Nick talk about it, or somebody talk about, they learn English from an early age. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Yeah.
But they do code and write things in different languages, and a lot of times you got different translators out there that could translate the code. But they essentially do. Pretty much a router works the exact same way it works here in the US that it works in Japan. They just have their own regulation over there where they monitor everything.
They are very draconian.
But it essentially works the exact same way. So that's how you can, contract overseas for different companies. Like I know a couple guys that work for companies in Germany, and they were German companies, that were doing contract work with the government. So, it's essentially all work the same. And
yeah, the problem.
Go ahead.
My bad.
Go ahead, Luke.
I was gonna say the problem is a lot of times China's just sending their best and brightest over here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got one last statement, and I'll get out your hair.
Oh, go ahead, Nick.
A trend, because remember the last stream you and I done about the cloud services? Okay, one thing I didn't pay attention till someone said something to me, and I looked at it and I'm like, wow. Cloud service providers, well, we know now, the big three then has gone to the big four. Now it's 4.5, because Rackspace then got in. The smaller companies that's looking for cloud, affordable cloud services are being pushed to the side for the larger operations that's requiring more rack space, if you will. And with everything, business things, strife creates a vacuum. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking the 50 man and under the 50 employee, the 100 employee and under companies are being left out. You know what I mean? For the bigger companies. And so there's a gaping hole right there. And I was just thinking out loud, you get guys that know the software and the hardware part, where you can start a much smaller scale cloud service for small businesses in your area.
Yeah.
And grow off of that, because you got mom and pop stores that got 3 locations, or this local restaurant that got 5 locations in this city or whatnot. They're all computerized too, and they're being put out by the big 4.5 to make room for rack space for the bigger companies. And I think that hole is going to, because you know how vacuum works. When you make a hole, that vacuum is going to fill something's going to fill that hole.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody, I think that would be a great opportunity for somebody that have the financial backing, because you and I both know that you can build because a cloud, folks, I don't know, a lot of folks know, don't think a cloud is you're storing your stuff on somebody else's hard drive. That's all it is. And
Exactly.
Yeah, they call it other people's computer.
Yeah. Well, I even break it down even further to the hard drive, because that's where it is. It's on spinning disk somewhere. And so you can at a smaller scale, you and I both know that's not even $250,000 worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And in today's market, $250,000 isn't a lot of money to start. When you have somebody like Lou can do this, Techie can do this, I can build that. I got the land because I got a building, because for that system there will fit into a building the size of a house and have plenty of room left over for you to grow. But you turn it back into itself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's true, man. Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the reasons I like open source technologies. It affords, normies, so to speak, to actually get into this business. And that's why I call tech the great equalizer. I mean, essentially anybody can get into this field in different areas and actually create a startup, using open source technology. That's why I love Linux. That's why I talk about Linux. And I know it's kind of weird to people, I guess, because not too many people are interested in it, but there are people creating great things using open source technology and using code and what's the right word? Collaborating with people from all over the world to create something. I don't know. To me, that's just super cool that you can actually do something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you understand the technology. So
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Sly can be your first. Hey, what's going on, brother X?
Right, you
Then
all in that phone, man.
Brother
Sly
X,
can be
what's
your
up?
first customer, so you can beat him out of some of that money that he beat us out of with his contract.
Techie, if he pay you in cash, make sure you got that pin.
All right.
I'm gonna get out your hair, brother.
Yeah,
Man.
Okay.
Hey, Techie, I got my last question, Techie. This is
What's up?
just with funs and giggles. You're a man of techie, of technology and stuff. Iron Man or Batman?
Oh, that's a good one.
I would say Batman, and that's
Amen,
only
brother.
because I've always been a fan of Batman, and then I've always seen him as one of the greatest superheroes. Because I've always had this argument with people about Batman versus Superman, and I always said Batman could actually kick Superman's ass if you
He
put him
has
on the
multiple
same
times.
level, like without the Kryptonian, strength and all that stuff. As far as like pure skills, Batman would destroy Superman, because Superman, I mean, he just has to depend on,
pure
all
strength.
I mean, when you
the
bulletproof,
strength.
I mean,
it's nothing you can do. and then
I would have
Batman
to go with
almost
Iron
whooped
Man.
his.
I had
Batman
to go with
almost
Iron
whooped
Man,
his
Jerry.
whooped Superman's ass. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lou.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah,
Jerry.
he almost killed Superman though in the movie. I don't know if you guys remember that because of his I don't know, his smarts. But go ahead, Lou. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I pick Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? I just
Serious? No?
I think Iron Man, because it's he actually harnessed new.
he designed this. He designed this system, didn't he?
Right,
Tony
he did.
Stark?
Yeah.
Yep, and then he got satellites and all these other things and new materials and space travel. I gotta go with Iron Man.
Well,
Jarvis
that's the
stands
thing.
for
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Jarvis stands for, I think, just a very intelligent system.
Artificial
system.
We're gonna make Sly Man. We're gonna turn him into a superhero and give him a cape and everything.
And that's why I didn't pick Iron Man, to be honest, Lou. So I had to push back on that because it's Jarvis at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's all Jarvis. It's
So
not Iron Man.
Jarvis.
Yeah.
I mean, Iron Man. I mean, yeah, he was smart. I'm not saying he
made
wasn't
Jarvis.
smart, but yeah, he made Jarvis. Okay, all right. If you take away, if you take away Iron Man, yeah, Jarvis wouldn't exist. So I get what you're saying. So
Yeah.
he did create that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hey.
I'm gonna have to shut this down though, fellas.
On my way out, I'm gonna say
go
if
ahead.
it wasn't for Ozymandias, there wouldn't be no Watchmen. There, I said it.
Oh, got you. And true Inquisitor exit. We're gonna exit the way we always exit on our show on 1, 2. Oh, hold on. First, KeepItTechie. Thank you for having us. Thank you. Like I said, we saw you on, so we said,
Shout
hey,
out Lou, peace, Lou,
and shout out Citizen Lou.
Hey,
KeepItTechie.
Nick, what's up? Shout out to y'all brothers, man. Glad, like I said, thanks for inspiring KeepItTechie for the open panel, man. I had to pull up.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome, sir. That was me.
Yeah, he come to my channel and he just burned down the place. He just take over. Let me say, Nick, you let me handle this. I got
That's
this.
right.
Thing.
That's
like,
right.
oh,
Yeah,
super.
KeepItTechie. We saw you on, and I said, and then we was like, hey, let's go over there and show Techie love, because he always showing us love.
Yeah.
Always.
So
So anytime you need us, you throw it in the air. You throw that G in the air, and we'll be right here.
Already, man.
That's right. So
All right,
hey,
y'all
y'all, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Peace.
peace out, y'all.
Stay black.
Peace out, fellas.